Yo, what's up? This is me again doing another video. I'm not really used to being in front of the camera. I'm not necessarily excited about having to be in front of the camera per se, but I do have things that I have to express that I think are important to express for a number of different reasons. So this is me doing that and not going live, but recording myself and posting that video later or whatever, whenever I get the opportunity. I do have to start a blog and speak on a number of different topics, and I don't have an issue expressing myself. I'm pretty articulate, you know. I can express myself pretty well, but some of the things that I need to express are questionable, like, you know what I mean, like conspiratorial type shit, whatever you, if you will, you know what I mean. First, I want to say, the last time I did a video, I think the topic of the video was my having initiated a civil case where I was representing myself pro se, where I am representing myself pro se, and naming defendants, like the West Palm Beach Police Department. I think I said the Riviera Police Department before. Excuse me. And there's a little bit of confusion as far as which department actually made the arrest in question, because I have been arrested by West Palm Beach Police Department, and I believe that the night in question, the case that I'm pursuing the civil case for, I think that Riviera Police Department was the department that actually arrested me. But when I made a phone call to verify that, the case wasn't even available, and I don't know. It's like they saying that West Palm Beach Police Department was the ones that made that arrest, when I'm pretty sure that they didn't. But because Riviera Police Department and West Palm Beach, Riviera Beach is pretty much, it's in Palm Beach County. It's pretty much a part of West Palm Beach. So, I mean, it could be arguable. The thing is that with me attempting to bring them to court for the situation, you have to be specific, and you can't be like, oh, it was just the police department. You have to be specific with that type of information. So yeah, I don't know if it was Riviera I believe it was Riviera Police Department, but yeah, Riviera Police Department was the 15th Judicial Circuit of West Palm Beach, and the Public Defender's Office, and St. Mary's Medical Facility. Michael Duker was my public defender in the case in question. So he is really who I'm suing as far as the Public Defender's Office, but I'm suing them for also employing him. And the crazy thing about that is that he's no longer working at the office that he was working at the time of the case. He did represent me for all three cases. If you look at the videos on my channel, there's three different cases. There's three different situations where I was unlawfully arrested and assaulted by law enforcement. Each one of those situations, I mean, when you look at the videos and you're like, okay, so maybe you're overreacting. Nothing really happened. Nothing really took place. But that was because of my compliance. Those situations could have easily turned into another situation of an unarmed man. I'm not even going to point out the fact of my race or anything like that on my profile, but those situations could have turned into another unarmed man being unalived by law enforcement who were being overzealous or over aggressive or whatever. Because I complied, Um, it was an unlawful arrest and you know what I'm saying, and different shit like that or whatever. Um, I go off course sometimes. My mind is all over the place. Really, the thing that I really wanted to point out was that civil case law. These situations took place in 2023. I believe November 13th, 2023 was when the first arrest took place, and that was in the middle of the night. Since then, civil case in West Palm Beach has been amended 3 times, and each amendment has it would affect my case specifically. Like the statute of limitations for a civil case has been changed from 4 years to 2 years for whatever reason. And the amount of time that someone representing themselves, the amount of time that someone bringing a case against anybody as far as a civil matter has to serve the defendant with a summons, which is necessary. It's a necessary process, a necessary part of the process. The amount of time you have to do that has been minimized as well. But there's a number of different things. I mean, there's a number of different ways that I've been obstructed from at least even bringing this case before an actual judge. You know what I mean? But I can't really get into every single detail because I don't know. I'm not trying to. I'm not here to be conspiratorial. You know what I mean? I'm here to speak on facts. That's all I care about, are the facts. I don't care about. But it is important though, because the fact that the charges that I accumulated, they trespassing charges, so they're misdemeanor. But people, I can guarantee, are being affected or have been affected for God knows how long, in much more severe cases. You know what I mean? Like, people have been sent to prison probably by these same people. And other shit. It doesn't even matter that it was a misdemeanor that caused me to have contact with law enforcement, because any contact with anybody who has a weapon on their side, you know what I mean? Anytime you have contact with law enforcement, especially if you're somebody like me, that's a possible situation that could escalate into anything. You know what I mean? And it depends on the officer. It depends on the person that's being contacted by law enforcement. It depends on the reason they're being contacted and called in the first place. In those situations, there was no need for the level of response that was like for trespassing, which it should have been a trespass warning, and that's exactly what it says on the body cam footage, is that such and such police department assisted in a trespass warning, but I ended up arrested. You understand what I'm saying? So, and they actually put their hands on me. Like 4 or 5 officers felt the need to take me down to the ground. I was already outside of the premises of the establishment, which is St. Mary's Medical Facility. There was no need for any type of physical contact. They put their hands on me, took me down to the ground, cuffed me, put me in the car, and then took me to jail. And they call that a trespass, but that's automatically not, you know what I'm saying? It's automatically like, now, if I had been trespassed from that property, if I had been officially trespassed from that property, then the next time I was found on that property, then what they did would have been exactly what should have been done. You know what I mean? But because it was the first time I had ever even been to that property, and I had only been on the premises of that property for maybe 10-15 minutes before law enforcement was even involved in the situation. Nobody gave me a warning as far as trespass. I got permission to be on the premises of that property. And I subpoenaed the I subpoenaed the body cam footage, which I have posted videos, as you can see on my channel. I also subpoenaed the I also asked my public defender, who is Michael Duker, to subpoena the security cam footage to show that I showed up to the property, requested to use the bathroom. That's all I was doing while I was there. That's all I was there to do, was use the restroom. That's it. So I was given permission to use the restroom. That was the only reason why I was even on the property in the first place. If I had requested permission to use the restroom and had been denied that, then okay, I wouldn't have entered the premises at all. So that literally destroys the trespass. And what I don't understand is that I put, before the case, like I said, this situation took place November 13th, 2023, if I'm not mistaken. The case didn't go to, I didn't make my first appearance until January 4th or January 6th, 2024, right? Within 30 days, before December 13th, 2023, I got legal advice from someone, fortunately, who had a relationship with the county and the public defender's office, and she actually contacted somebody and sent a note to whoever the supervisor is, who determines what case goes to what public defender. So before Michael Duker was even put on my case, I had notes in my file saying that I require the body cam footage from the situation, and that I require the security cam footage from that situation. So that's before 30. That was before 30 days. Like, people say that security cam footage is only, like, places are only liable to keep security cam footage for X amount of time, which I understand. But if you are allowing anybody, like, if trespassing charges are being brought against me, and I request security cam footage, this security cam footage could either vindicate me or it could convict me. So why would you refuse to release this security cam footage if you say that I trespassed on your premises and you could prove that I did so, and you could prove that you asked me to leave? If the security cam footage would either prove that I trespassed or would prove that I had permission to be on the premises. So I don't understand why, but you bring charges against me. You have me go to court. I was arrested. I did go to the county jail. So you refusing to produce that security cam footage it's not only destruction of evidence, it's obstruction, and it's accusing me. It's false charges. It's making false accusations against me. You know what I'm saying? And I know somebody will be like, man, it's a fucking trespass. It's not that serious. But the contact with law enforcement that night could have gone a different way. If you watch the videos that I have posted on my channel, and that is exactly why I posted these videos on my channel, was to show that, first off, law enforcement showed up like in unnecessary force. Like, it was like 4 or 5 officers for a simple trespass charge, right? Whatever, y'all not busy, y'all bored, cool. Y'all decided to tag along while something was handled by what could have been one officer.